What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Man, I told you I was gonna be back. Here I am. Good to see you guys back here. I appreciate all the support. I read all the comments. I appreciate all the likes, everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're building this community together. We're gonna do this, like I said. Man, so Loki season 2. Oh my god, this has got to be the best show I've seen in a long time. If not, this show has rendered me speechless. I don't even know what else to say about the show. This is what I call peak cinema. This is what I call peak storytelling. This is what I call peak story writing. None of this we're trying to shove agendas down your throat. None of this we're trying to bullshit, oh my, this is probably the best project since Avengers Endgame. Let's be real. Tom Hiddleston killed it in this role. Obviously, he's been killing it in this role for 15 years. But, dude, I just don't even know what to say. Seeing Victor Timely, that storyline with him was amazing. The storyline, seeing Sylvie again, Sylvie was amazing. Being able to see Mobius on, finally get his jet ski on the sacred timeline. Seeing that Hunter B-15, she was a doctor, on the sacred timeline. We saw that the other Hunter, whatever his name was, I forgot. Dude was an actor in the Sacred Timeline. Dude, and then, I still have people trying to... I do understand that some people are saying that they don't like the fact that Loki became so powerful out of nowhere. But, I don't care. Loki, it was so perfect. It was such a great cap off to his story. It was such a great, he became so powerful, obviously controlling the multiverse. And that ending, bro. The ending when he's like, and I gotta give credit to everybody who worked on this show. The writers, the screenwriters, even the special effects team was freaking amazing. But it's all about the storytelling. That final moment, because his whole thing was right. Loki's whole thing was that he didn't want to be alone, right? Ever since he was a child, right? Loki, all he ever really wanted was to be loved, right? And he thought that the way to get that love was to get the throne, right? But then he finally grew up and he finally realized that he didn't need no throne to get people to love him. He just needed friends. He finally found his friends. He finally found the people that cared for him. And guess what? He can't have them. You can't have both, right? So guess what? Loki now had to sacrifice his friends, the only thing he even cared about, right? And in the end, he's left alone. The one thing that he didn't want to do, he's left alone. But guess what? That final moment when he no longer cared about the throne, he never cared about the throne anymore. He didn't care about ruling nothing no more. He finally gets the throne. That moment when he's pulling the timelines, right? He's like climbing up the rocks, and like the gold starts building up on the throne, and the music is, it's just, the orchestra is just so amazing, and it's just like dun 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 dun, or whatever, however it goes, I forgot, but you know what I'm talking about. The gold is building on the throne, and Loki's just climbing up with the timelines, right? And he finally gets the throne that he's been longing for. At the moment he no longer cared for it, he finally gets his throne. Stuck alone forever. The one thing he don't want to do. This is some of the best writing I've seen in the MCU in a long time. I haven't seen writing like this in the MCU in a fat minute, to be honest with you. They've been pushing all this agenda stuff. We had obviously She-Hulk, which I have a video on that if you guys want to watch my rant about that. I don't want to get into it now. But wow. This I am literally at a loss for words of how amazing this show was. If you have not seen this show, if you have not seen season 1, binge the whole thing from season 1 to season 2. If you've seen season 1 and you haven't even watched season 2 yet, stop what you're doing, get on this show. It's probably the best shit you're gonna see, especially episode 6. Even if you don't want to watch the whole series, episode 6 is one of the, you can literally just watch season 1 and just watch the final episode of this season, to be honest with you. You can just control time. You can just jump wherever. Dude, it's such a great piece of storytelling and the way to push the narrative forward. I don't understand how you go from this to then create a bullshit like fucking the Marvels, which I don't even want to get into that right now, but we all saw that flopped. So I mean, kudos to that. Finally, Marvel's probably gonna wake up and start making great content again instead of trying to push agendas into their projects. But yeah, there's I cannot praise this series enough. Tom Hiddleston was amazing. Owen Wilson was amazing. You know, I don't know her name, but the girl who plays Sylvie, Sylvie was amazing. And you guys know I don't really get into like the nuances of the actors and all that kind of stuff. I'll just give you my opinion of what I thought of the show. This is one of the best shits I've seen in a long time. In a long, long time. It was such an amazing story. And it's crazy because from from episode 1 to episode 6, there's not like a lot of time that passes through those shows. Well, there is technically because like he goes forward like well, I don't want to spoil it, but if you haven't seen it, I know I'm late on this video, but a lot of people still haven't seen this. So if you haven't seen it, go watch this. I don't want to spoil it, but there's not so much that happens within this whole series, but a lot happens at the same time. It's dude, and the ending. Oh my god, dude. I've literally watched that ending scene when he's like that sequence when he's like just climbing up, and it's just so powerful. The whole thing is so powerful. Obviously, if you haven't been watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe for so long, like since from the jump from since moment one, it's not gonna hit you as hard. But if you've been following the storyline of the entire MCU, dude, that moment hits so hard. It hits so hard for the fact that, like I said, all he ever wanted was to be loved. He didn't care about he thought that he wanted the throne, but he didn't. Once he finally did not want the throne, that's when he gets it. And obviously, he's left alone to save his friends. He went from being a villain to being one of the greatest heroes to save the universe, right? I will say one thing that stood out to me. It doesn't really make sense how the Kang variant is still out, wreaking havoc on the multiverse. Because one thing that Loki did say was, he's like, oh, if I destroy the Loom, then all the Kang variants are going to go cause the multiversal war. But he said, what if I can replace the Loom with something better? Which he did. He replaced it with the branches which created the tree of Idris or whatever. But and obviously there's TVAs. So TVAs are the ones, I guess people are saying that the TVA are the ones that instead of pruning random people now and variants, they're now pruning Kangs or whatever. I don't know how much that is. I guess the way they ended off the show is I guess like a jump off point where they could say, oh, they can from here they can go like, oh, we're not going to do the Kang storyline no more, or we are going to do the Kang storyline now. Given the whole Jonathan Majors things going on. I honestly don't give a shit. I think Jonathan Majors should still be Kang. I think it's a great storyline. I think people are really invested in this already. I think it's going to be a great story. And yeah, I think a lot of us, of the fans, we can't wait for that Kang and all that kind of stuff. I think that there's a lot of other people that have done a lot of messed up stuff that have still been in Disney. I don't want to get into that right now, but I think we should keep Jonathan Majors. Great freaking show. Great freaking show. I don't want to make this a 10 video, just talking, rambling on about nothing. But let me know what you guys thought about this show. If you guys haven't seen it, watch this damn show. Watch this damn show. There's nothing more I can tell you. You have to watch this show. I'm literally at a loss for words of how amazing this show was. Go watch this damn show. Please, please, I'm begging you, watch this damn show. Let me know what you guys think about the show down below. Let me know what you didn't like about the show, because I know a lot of people didn't like it. For me, this is Loki. The Loki series just keeps proving that it was always the best series on the Disney Plus. I never thought that WandaVision was the best show. I've already made a video about that, ranting about what happened with that and the whole Monica Rambeau situation. I think Monica Rambeau is one of the worst characters ever in Marvel, and I think it's a stupid way how she got her powers. Even though I don't want to get into a whole rant right now. I don't want to go on a rant right now. I'll probably make a video about the Marvels and then I'll go into in depth fully about that. But like I said, for me, the Loki season 1 was already the best show that was on Disney Plus. Season 2 just cemented the fact that Loki has always been and will continue to be the best show and the best series on the platform. Shout out to my boy Jonathan Boyega, right? My boy said he said they won't Disney Plus me. You guys remember? Do you guys remember that when Jonathan Boyega said he's a dude from Star Wars? Obviously, if you guys don't know. He said, oh, this is when Disney Plus was relatively new, and obviously this whole thing was talking about how like they were gonna connect, the Disney Plus shows to the movies. And Jonathan Boyega from the Star Wars series said, oh, I'm a actor. They will not Disney Plus me. Man, Tom Hiddleston killed it in this show. One of the best shits I've ever seen. Jonathan Boyega, where's your career now? I have not seen you in something in a long time. I bet you wish you were in Disney Plus now, because even my boy Hayden Christensen is back as, you know, Anakin Skywalker in the Ashoka show, right? Jonathan Boyega, what the hell did you do, my boy? I'm sorry, but yeah, like I said, I don't want to make this too long. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys didn't like, did like, whatever. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. I read all of your comments. Please comment. I'll read all of them. I appreciate all the support. Like I said, we're trying to build this community. We are going to build this community, and we're doing it together, one step at a time, one video at a time. All right. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. So my next video will be the Marvels. I have a lot to say about that, so keep an eye out for that. Obviously, we all know it flopped, and I have a lot to comment about that. I'm so glad that it did, to be honest with you. I think it's a stepping stone in the right direction for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But like I said, with that said, I'll catch you guys next time. It's been me, Deuce.